Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title The Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation. What's good? This is episode 113 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly, back again with these three guys. Go ahead and state your name for the beautiful people out. Cheer.
The East Bay God, Kevin Wendell. Holla at your boy.
East Bay like the shoe?
East Bay?
Like the magazine. You know, by the baseball base. And
do they still have East Bay?
Nah, they finally discontinued it.
Oh, man.
The internet.
I used to get those in high school and just go, man, circle the shoe I'd never get. Because
I didn't even circle the shit. Like, y'all order these? Like,
I used to be looking at the gloves and shit like, oh, this shit is like, nice.
Oh, man, these look nice. Yeah, I'm never getting these. Like, my dad going like, I ain't paying that shit. You like, oh.
The wish list.
It's your boy Molito.
Hey, and they call me Hunter.
How are your weeks?
Lovely. 2 days of work. That was it. Went to a wedding. Cut a little rug. You know what I'm saying?
Was it the same rug that Hunter uses for his razor? Or?
I sure hope not. Shit.
It was smooth though, huh?
I was gonna say I was doing the worm and all, but now if it's his. But yes. Welcome to the newest addition to the family, brother-in-law, sister-in-law. Good time. Good time.
What's up? I'm always was cool. Just work, grind, and physical. I look forward to physical therapy every Friday because physical therapist is.
How'd I know?
Just like we were saying, when you get tempted, but
I'm in a room I'm in a public space with a lot of people. There's nothing, and I walk right out.
After. Yeah, it's just like reading King magazine. I'm keeping it back in the 2000s.
You should try to pull that shit. Go to like the boss of the physical therapy and be like, she touched me inappropriately. She's your physical therapist. She wasn't supposed to touch me like that.
We saw you smiling.
I felt something.
I was only smiling because I was nervous.
I may have not farted in her face a couple of times.
I felt something. You said that shit, but that shit almost.
I was going to say, please don't do that. Don't do that to the poor girl.
She pushed the wrong way.
I was holding that shit in.
You don't ever think about that.
Hey, you know what's so fucked up about all that is we can all we can all say that we've been in that situation where we've had a really fart and you just had to let it go and you just pray that shit is quiet.
Nah, if it's loud, I just own it. Like, hey, what you gonna do?
I mean, other than that, my week was cool. Oh, except for the fact that, my wife came to me and said we had to pay once again to see our daughter perform her gymnastics performance. I said, but we already paid for her to go.
Yeah.
And now we got to pay for tickets too.
That's crazy.
And it's $80 for 2 tickets.
Damn. So where does that money go to though?
That's what I want to know.
The gym. The team.
Bullshit.
I mean, if it goes to pay for the room and the building and the accessories and shit, that's not bad. Even though you still pay, but
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to having extracurricular activities.
With how much I pay a month for her to go there, I shouldn't have to pay to watch her perform.
No, you paying the coaches.
I said, yeah, I would figure they divvy it up in your membership, whatever fees. Like you would think that would be divvied into there too, as far as like they would, instead of just making it a separate thing.
Nah, because they're getting it. Why? Why would you? You're getting it and they paying it.
Because I know that $80 is just to start. It's gonna be we need $80 for the ticket. Then she's gonna have to have a certain leotard and then the outfit accessories. And so it's about to run me. This performance about to run me at least $200. I'm expecting it. but I'm gonna be there front row with the camera, screaming.
Absolutely.
That's my baby.
Hey, what is that? What is that? I forget what cell phone commercial it is when she's recording her son running, and she's running right along the side of him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what commercial I'm talking about?
I think that was a Galaxy commercial. Fuck
You
it.
guys watch commercials?
Yes.
Sometimes you have to.
Damn,
Sometimes you have to.
said you broke, motherfucker.
Sometimes, you know, even though I have Hulu with no ads, when you watch live TV, you have to watch ads.
You guys watch live TV?
I do. I watch a lot of live TV still.
What's that like?
It's not bad.
Well, you still be watching Matlock and shit, though.
I ain't watching no Matlock.
Hold on, pimp. What's wrong with Matlock?
That's Maurice right there. That ain't me.
What's wrong with Walker Texas Ranger? My wife and I was saying watch Walker Texas Ranger all day.
Oh,
Murder, She Wrote.
oh, shut.
Oh, come on, Mr. Timms, let's go find this nigga. we finna solve the case.
You the old
Columbo.
I don't watch none of that shit.
Y'all keep forgetting I was raised by older people. This is my shows.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
okay, full transparency. When I was out, I went the whole week where I watched nothing but 18. Damn.
What was that like?
It was hilarious.
When a plan comes together.
Because every time we see Mr. T, my wife goes, you know, that could have been your daddy.
Damn.
Because there was a time in the 80s where my mama apparently dated Mr. T. I don't know. That's what she's saying. She could be lying. I don't know. But that's the running joke now. Mr. T could have been.
And every time I see Mr. T, I put some bitch in.
Yeah, but my week was good. My week was cool. Hunter, your week?
My week was awesome, bro. You know, I got to spend some time with my son and then, you know, do that father-son thing that I don't get to do very often with him.
Did you teach him how to shave?
No.
I hope not. You can do it with your eyes closed. Show you a trick.
Why are you trying to diss my skill, bro?
Please don't try to prove it.
Not this. Listen, not this.
Wait,
Believe me.
does your son still have his dreads?
Yeah. Yeah, he still has his dreads.
Did he let you borrow some dreads? So you like,
What's up, Pop?
I do got to line him. I do always got to line him up, though. When he comes, he's like, line me up, Dad. I'm
Just
like,
want
all
you
right.
to know what this feel like.
did you fuck up his line because you was mad?
No, I ain't going to do my kid like that.
Did you fuck up his line because you was resentful?
Why you putting this up then?
Nah, me personally, I let him hold on to his hair as long as he can because I see it coming. So,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You see it?
you know,
It's the same. Like,
Said he got the Lil Wayne.
it's only a matter.
Well, I ain't letting that shit go either.
I'm sorry. He likes
baby.
Weezy Stevie Wonder.
hey, just want to say I love you, son.
Which dread start right?
Oh shit.
I'll get some pictures.
Yo, that shit not funny because my wife clowned me the other day. Because I had went a couple weeks when I was shaving my head, and she was like, "Damn, you do got full Jefferson. That shit like that." I said, "Be the ones you love, man. Be the ones." McFly, your week, sir?
I turned 38.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Happy birthday.
It was what?
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
38.
Damn.
Don't do that. You make me and Hunter over here just cry.
Oh,
How was it? How's it feel? The same, huh?
did you pull a muscle from tying your shoes?
No. I'm actually in better shape now than I've been in a long time. So,
You at the gym, like.
so no.
Just don't turn the hustle in.
Yeah.
Don't turn
Yeah,
to
that motherfucker. I sent you that picture once of the motherfucker that came into the gym to play basketball in sandals.
Huh?
Yeah.
Was he
out there in sandals open?
Was he Asian?
No, he was a black dude.
Was he nice?
I didn't see him do anything nice like, but he was full on running. I said that.
Oh yeah, that's probably Jesus.
That's talent.
It's a scandal. I said, yeah.
Gonna link up with the people again.
Actually, when I was young, a lot of Asians where I lived at played basketball in their sandals.
So what's more scary? A dude walking in the gym balling in sandals, or the dude that walking with the sweatshirt and don't take the sweatshirt off?
I'm scared of the dude with the sweatshirt because I feel like he got a gun for no reason.
I know the kid that came in there with the sweatshirt on. He was disrespectful. This motherfucker was pulling up from half court.
He was making that shit.
Never took a sweater off. I said that's some disrespectful shit. Then he was jumping out the fucking gym and shit, like making a layup, like fucking maybe this low under the rim and shit. I'm like, this disrespectful motherfucker. Like,
I said,
was he quiet?
Yeah. He didn't talk shit. I said,
he just.
I said, this nigga is a semi-pro, or he in the G League. I said, he just came out here to make himself feel good.
I kind of get the feeling of Dave Chappelle describing how it might have been to play with Prince. You know, like.
But Prince let you know. In his head, he was just like, these niggas garbage, man.
That's the look that nigga had on his face, though. That was the thing. He never said nothing, but the look, these niggas trash. He's not going to take this.
I don't even think he ever ran at full speed, Kevin.
Yeah.
That's so, I hate that shit. When you're just like, I'm dying over here.
This nigga never took a sweater off.
You gonna make me go
walking out the gym every time he hit a fucking half court 3-point. I said, nigga, I had to go walk out and take a water break. I was like, this is disrespectful. Every time.
Did he pass?
He passed a couple times.
They were passing to him. They were passing to him.
He passed.
He would just pull up.
I stopped my dribble here. Give
and
it
then
back.
Then his homeboy that was like maybe like 6 inches taller than him, he was doing too much too. They were both nice.
Yeah,
I never saw that kid there again.
You don't take your sweater.
The competition
went up to be disrespectful.
He's angry. Went up to his level. He said, "Nah, I can't get better in here."
You know how mad you have to be to not take your sweater off doing physical shit like that?
I didn't even see him break a sweat. That's the cold part.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't understand these new kids, how they can just walk around in the middle of the summer with a beanie on.
I can't do
all that.
I don't understand that shit about them.
I don't trust them, though. I saw some little kid around here walking around with a full sweater. And
I can't say that because I was that nigga in high school. I used to have a cow sweater, and they used to call me Cuckoo Cow behind my back.
Was it behind your back if you knew?
Well, I found out from other people, but yeah. Oh. If I ever presented it to them, they would deny and act like they.
Why didn't they just say? I'd have been like in my projects. Like, what the fuck?
They're probably just scared. The dog's gonna take off on them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I mean, it didn't help. My friend said I looked like a narc. So I look like I was 16, 17 in my senior year, and these niggas said I looked like I was like a narc undercover cop shit. Like, this nigga is not in high school.
Don't feel bad. I had a mustache in 5th grade.
The thing is, I barely grew a mustache my sophomore year.
That's why
I had a goatee in middle school.
Plain beard.
I had a whole pencil line up by high school that was cutting down. So
back segue. The Joe Budden picture I sent you, nigga. Tell me that it's not you. That painting he had. Come on, nigga.
I said
that was supposed to be him. I was like, that's Maurice. We're not gonna lie. And so that this nigga has a painting of and sitting in his podcast room of Maurice. I said, damn, we're moving up.
That's more lethal.
We're moving up in the world. We're on Joe Budden's podcast. Yeah. Anybody listening to this shit, go look at that painting. Go look at that painting and tell me that's not Mo Lethal.
You can get some royalties off that shit?
I would try. I mean, they're using Patrick's likeness in the Spider-Verse, you know? No. Shit. I mean, fuck, like, I get something like, fuck. Every time I watch this movie, I'm like, Patrick, you need to get paid, nigga. Like, They're ripping you off, bro.
I still ain't seen the second one. Probably watch that tonight.
They're ripping Patrick off. Shit. Shout out to Patrick. Anyway, first topic. What are some of the double standards that males benefit from that we tend to not to acknowledge?
Yeah. I was trying to think of that one. I know
double standards that we benefit from.
The only thing it always comes to mind. I know it's bullshit, but it's the black men don't cheat.
We don't.
But that one's a joke. But it's a running joke.
No, no. I don't.
I was going to say make more money.
That's the only thing I could think of. That's the only thing I could think of.
Can't think of many double standards that benefit men.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I
might have to Google that shit.
Damn, I had one and then I drank too much.
You drank too much.
Hold on.
Double standards that we...
Workplace money, that is one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Because the CEO of my company make way more than me.
Yeah, but there's some CEO somewhere else that's making more than her.
We all know that men tend to get paid more than women do.
Some outliers.
Yeah. Right. But I don't know, better drivers?
I was watching a video. The Black Hokage, I watched the Black Hokage, and he was complaining about 2K, and then he was like, they claim that 2K is supposed to be the most realistic basketball simulation of all time. Yet when I play a WNBA game, the crowd is full. I said, that's fucked up.
Wow. That's foul. That is foul.
Damn, I really can't think of no double standards like that.
Oh, shit, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, how you going to bring the question up and not have an answer?
I don't know, because I had one, and I was like, I don't know if it had to do with the way we can talk about, like, we can, well, not anymore. We can't really talk about, like, women like we used to saying.
I Googled this shit. It says men gets pockets big enough to hold all their stuff in, while women get fake pockets sold into the internet.
That's not a double standard. That's not double.
I will take that though. I
That's
guess
a personal choice.
I mean, this is one like men we see as like the whole teacher messing with the kid thing. When it's a woman teacher to the little boy, it's like, oh, he was lucky. Like that's we do just like, even though it's wrong.
Is that a benefit?
I mean, to some they
that men benefit from.
The boy benefited.
I get what you're saying.
Because in 9 times out of 10, the woman teacher is going to get far less time than if it was the man.
I would think like the thing with like the multiple sex partners.
Something like that.
Like if a man has multiple sex partners, he's looked at as a pimp. If a woman has multiple, she looked at as a whole. I would see that one being like where the men might benefit from.
And I was thinking like the way we get to carry ourselves in public, like you get to carry yourself more. If you carry yourself more assertive in like a certain way, like you're looked at as more of alpha male. Like if a woman does that, it's like, who the fuck you think you are? Like get out of here, submissive, be a woman. Like that's
Miss
type
man
of thing like that.
They said, one double standard is that if men can go topless, but if women go topless, they get arrested. Now, personally, ladies, I'm against that rule.
I'm all for a woman going topless. I would not be opposed to that. I feel like you should be able to. Don't get mad at me if I stare, but
let them be free.
But you're right about that, Kevin. Though, if a woman did exactly what a man did in a job, she would be looked down upon.
Yeah, they'd be like she's too masculine, or.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the issue. The only issue I see is when a woman tries to emasculate a man. But in that sense, if you want to be strong, alpha, female, or whatever, but if you look at it as a way to downplay a man, that's the only time I'm like, now you're looking at like less than men. Like, wait, what? Like you're literally getting shunned for it, but then you're looking at men like you're less than a man because you're not like it.
But we're like logical. I'm like in the workplace. I feel like in like a corporate world, they're more. Like, it's more going to be like, we're taking this man over this woman like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to work with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's.
If she gets the job done, but don't know. Like at UPS, some of the women that they have in those positions, they are known that way, but at the same time, they're ruthless as fuck. Like you, like God damn, like she don't give a shit. She about to fucking take like
They got
like fuck, like yeah, I respect it. It's just that shit. When a woman make every month and then the fucking office feel uncomfortable, you like, yeah, that's that shit. That shit. I don't think in my time there, I think I've seen more women be more intimidating and powerful in the workplace there than I have the men. Like usually when they see that one woman in power, they be like, oh shit, I'm gonna take the day off. I'm not gonna be in that environment. Like fuck, like because I ain't seen it. I walk right the fuck out. Like I ain't trying to be in there. Fuck.
You gotta act like men in a sense.
Yeah,
I think they should do that in the workplace. You know,
I have no grudge. Like I understand you have to be that way. You have to be that way. Be respected.
Unfortunately, yeah, But
I just know I don't like to be a part of it because that makes work tense for me. I'm trying to be tense at work. That leads to constipation.
So the other day, I walk in and they were like, he had my rushing the keys out, and I said, oh, he's kind of sneaky with it. And I looked at the key. I said, oh, this is why. Let me just hurry the fuck out of here. So he handed me the new the single axle, right? The new Kenworth, right?
Yeah.
But it was people in there looking for tractors, and I was like, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen with these keys because you know how it is. There's a certain somebody was in there already complaining about shit, and then what did she say? Lost my damn. I think. Oh, so another dispatcher, who went to a wedding recently, was putting me on blast in front of everybody, and that was a very uncomfortable situation. So I was like,
putting you on blast for the keys or
for the keys, and I was like, I was like, why do you have to say that? Like, why do you have to say something? But she did it as if she was, standing up for one of her driver type things,
Mm-hmm.
Like I was gonna give you these ones, but David, like, so she like, I don't know if she felt like I have to be boastful in what I'm saying because I'm a woman in this situation or what, but I was like, that ain't necessary.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, I had no play in this. I just
you had no horse in this race. You had nothing to do with what was going on. You just benefited from the situation, but you had
So you finna shit on me because I'm getting crossfire in a situation. I don't know what happened before I walked in this room. Like
I do not look forward to going back to that bullshit.
See, this is stupid. This is where that came from. I was peeing outside. I was like, isn't this a blessing? I can just pee where I want.
See, Kevin always like, my wife always says, you're so lucky to be a man. You could just pee anywhere. I got to make sure the situation is right. I can't just pee. I said,
oh no, we still got to make the situation right.
I said, you can bust it down, piss in the middle of the road. If you gonna have to just expose yourself, if you want everybody to see the cat, it's up to you. You still got the same options I got. It's just how much you want to expose yourself.
I don't feel like it's. I'm bushing and shit. Like I'm not, girl. I'm not putting my ass down in those bushes.
Because when we was leaving the concert and we driving down Century, leaving the concert last week, and so around Century, it's crazy how Inglewood is now. This shit don't look like Inglewood. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but it's a brand new housing community. It's walled off gated community, right? And they got shrubs along the wall. And so we driving trying to get to the freeway. And this girl's walking, and then her friend stops in front of her, and then she dips behind the bush. My wife's like, "What's going on there?" I said, "You know what? You know damn well what's going on right there. She's finna take a piss behind that damn bush." I said, "I should have wrote down a window and say, oh, hey, everybody, she over here taking a shit." So it's not that they can't pee anywhere. It's just that they're very picky about where they pee. So don't feel bad, Kevin.
Oh, I didn't feel bad, but I was like, this is such a blessing.
All I can say about women using the bathroom in public is I have a few stories about that happening.
Oh yeah,
on you?
No. The one I remember the most is we were in TJ, and I was like, "Don't pee nowhere," and the girls were like, "I gotta go." I was like, "Don't do it." So they ducked off to this little corner, and they went to go pee, and next thing you know, all the fucking cops came out of nowhere. And they were like, "What?" And I'm like, "You gonna talk to him?" I was like, "No, you on your own. I told you not to pee."
Yeah. You didn't give him $35. Just give him $35. You cool.
Man, I didn't. Back then you were a drop in a bucket to me, but
They let you. Damn. Woo. Damn.
It wasn't. So I just kept on pushing because I was like,
we're down along this road. He lost his soul.
Had a drop in a bucket.
Because you don't want to get involved in that shit. You don't want to get involved in this. So I stayed out on my side. I was like,
why is Hunter so heartless?
He said, I'm not getting involved with the people that went to Mexico.
Yeah. How could you be so Dr. Evil?
But it was funny because the cops, they hit him up. They were surrounding them and everything. You just got to pay off the TJ cops, right?
He tried to tell her not to pee, so
$35.
Right. Hey, life lesson, bro. I told you, you didn't listen. Life lesson. You got to learn them.
Are you going to talk to the cops? He's hot and cold.
All I remember, they were getting surrounded by the cops. And then a bunch of military guys walked by and saw them, and they grabbed.
I try to tell you not to.
They told the girls to run, and they were running. And I'm just
you over here just mad at me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think there's that many double standards that benefit.
Not many.
Not that benefit. Not them. And the ones that do benefit, they're so pointless.
You see, yeah, like, oh, you get to whip your dick out. That's
I don't know about workplace. Workplace is not unimportant. That's fairly important.
Yeah, the workplace one is and then the double standard fucking thing.
At our workplace, women, it don't matter, non-union, don't matter if you a man or a woman, you get paid the same. You get paid according to your hourly rate.
Yeah,
to your years put in your position. So it's equal.
That's at your place. That's not your.
I mean, I get it's not everywhere, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I can't say what I was like. We ain't got many women working up work.
Ooh. Oh shit. Oh. If anybody's watching the video.
Got the braids out.
Oh my God. You can't see him, man.
Oh, you can. The high def.
Anywho.
Ooh.
Next topic. How do you handle a destructive friend? Or self-destructive friend?
Self-destructive. Me personally, I give somebody a couple tries. If we're friends, I'll give you a couple tries. But I know eventually I might have to walk away, and that sucks.
How many more tries I got to give you? You're destructive ass.
I've been destructive.
We don't have enough time for that.
Is this a fake video? Nigga, you tell us the weekly about how self-destructive you are.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm destructive, but I mean, I don't do it to the point to where you see my life start going down in shambles either, though. You know what I mean?
I just feel like when it hits you, it's going to hit you quick, and it's going to be a quick decline. You're playing with time.
That's what she said.
Who, me?
Yes.
The fuck I do? I'm not that way.
With your eating habits, sir.
Oh, I eat very healthy.
And we always it's amazing because like I have conversations with other people about you, Hunter, and I'm like, this nigga will eat some of the wildest shit.
No.
And it just floors me.
If you can find it.
It ain't caught up yet.
Fruit Loop fried rice.
Fruit Loop fried rice.
Oh, what I mean by like, I get what you guys are saying, but self-destructive to me is like, those people who always, they're out trying to fight. They're out doing this, and it's like, just completely things are going good, and then they get busted.
I mean, I think all you really could do is offer them advice, and if they don't want to heed, all you can really do is distance yourself.
Yeah,
to be in the crossfire, and it's like at some point. I mean, a lot of people see people distancing themselves as, they just forgot about me. No, at some point I tried to help you, but now I have to do what's best for me. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's not self-preservation is something that we all do. And so,
well, that topic, it wasn't so much them affecting your life. It's just the fact that you see them being destructive in their life.
It can affect your life because you see the path they're on, and you don't want your friend to go down that path.
And it's always inevitable if they're that self-destructive, that shit can bleed into your life too.
Yeah.
They can be self-destructive and decide to start staring the shit towards you, and you're like, oh shit, like, no, nigga, time to distance. Like, you bring that shit over here, like, because you see it all the time. Shit, friends that end up in fucked up situations, relationships, or situations in life, and then they saying, "Hey, bro, can you help me out? I'm and you're like, nigga, I tried to help you, like, but now you're bringing that shit towards me, and now I have to deal with your shit, like."
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm bad with it, with the money part. I'm like, oh, I can't do that, but
they're like, "Hey, bro, I this can," you're like, you're not trying to bring that shit into your household either, so.
Yeah, I agree with the advice part, or not even advice. Just tell them fucking truth. Be honest, and if it starts going a certain way, then I don't necessarily cut people off. I just, like you said, distance. Like I don't need to be around you. I don't have to talk to you all the time. It's like if I see you, it'll be in a probably controlled setting, somewhat like that. So
another thing is, if I have a conversation with you and I say, "Hey, bro, what you're doing is going to lead to this. It's going to lead to these outcomes," and so when that actually happens, don't come back to me complaining because I told you that you need to change your course of action now.
Yeah,
like because I'm not going to have no sympathy for you. Like I tried to warn you. I tried to give you a heads up. And if you don't want to adjust your actions, it's not on me. Like that doesn't mean I'm not your friend. It just means like at this point I have to understand you a grown man. Like I always say, you a grown man. You gonna make your own decisions. Just know that when those consequences are your consequences, your decisions are not our consequences. Like, so don't come over here thinking that I'm supposed to help you get back to or help you. No, your decisions are your consequences. You have to learn how to deal with them. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Like I said, I was talking to a friend of a friend and they were talking about how somebody I know, they were doing good and all of a sudden they just started drinking and they were driving and then whole life just changed again. And it's like, how many times you want to go through that?
I mean, a lot of times people won't change until something bad happens, but you gotta hope and pray that you survive through whatever bad happens.
That is the truth.
Some people, seem like they're trying to die though. That's the shitty part.
You just made me think about Mike, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I was not all of that. I guess
there were times where he was going down a path and there was nothing you can do. All you could do was try to offer something and then but he was going to go pretty much the path he wanted to go and you weren't. No one was
stopping that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only thing I could do in those situations is just be your friend. Just let you know. Like if you're going to a certain place and you need to talk, I can talk to you. If you don't want to take any help, I'm still there, but it's not there in the same capacity. Like, I still love you.
It's because you said something. You said something very right because a lot of time I've noticed that over the years, people I see go down that path, they don't talk. They don't really open up to nobody. They keep a lot of it inside.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that gets me about Mike was like, the last time we talked, I found out when I was going to be a dad, and I remember having a conversation with him, and like Mike was one of the people you confide into with stuff like that. And I remember telling him, and I knew he was lost and gone because when I said, "Hey, like I got a kid on the way," and he just said, "Oh, okay. So you want to go to the studio?" And I said,
"Yes."
And he just he was like, "Can I get that number to that EDD place?" And then I never talked to him again. Like it was almost like he just checked out. Like it was, and I said, "This isn't the Mike I know." Like I realized that because he just like, yeah, whatever. Like,
yeah. And then all the time, the sad thing is a lot of people that you say, "Oh, this is the person you can just talk to." A lot of times, the people that just listen, they don't really talk to anybody themselves. So then you have, he's dealing with his own emotions, his own battles, his own demon, and then at the same time, he's receiving everybody else's. People are talking to him, and that's not good because that just compounds his. And it becomes a weight that's hard to carry. Like, because I've experienced that myself. Like sometimes I realize like you gotta let shit go. Like sometimes it's like yeah, I want to be a good friend, but in this moment I have to be good to myself right now. Like it's not nothing against you. It's like, but I'm carrying enough shit of my own right now that I can't really be concerned to even be that ear right now because I'm trying to process the shit I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a good headspace to receive any more problems, whether they affect me or not, whether directly or indirectly. And that's like a lot of times, you know, a lot of people don't have that self-awareness to understand that. Like, yeah, I want to be here for my friend, but at some point it's like, if I'm not there, you know, I can't be there. You know what I'm saying? You got to be there for yourself first.
Yeah, he shouldn't be there for somebody if you ain't in that capacity to actually do more than just listen. I guess sometimes you just gotta listen, but if you can't take it, then you shouldn't because you're burdening yourself. But I don't know because I feel like as I got older, I got better at not taking the weight of somebody else's situation as much. Like it used to like drive me down, but now it's like, hey, that's where it's at. What are you gonna do? Like, what you got to do something. We got to do something, or you just roll with it. Yeah. But it don't change what we got. It just changes how we move with each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's the key. But it's like, you know, but if you know you have a friend that is, you know, not acting normal like that, then you should be more inquisitive about what's going on. Like just to try to see if everything is cool. Because, like Andy was saying about, his friend Mike, like a lot of times it's like, they're not going to tell you exactly what they're thinking. They're not going to tell you exactly what they're going through. Like you have to pick up on cues and you have to be almost to the point of intrusive to get them to talk, but it's about just trying to get them to a place to where they don't do any self-harm or anything like that.
Yeah, it can get tricky somewhat. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm in somewhat of a situation in that, but it's like
you have to be annoying.
Sometimes you gotta let people.
You still like a bear. You got to be annoying.
Huh? Yeah,
but I guarantee you. But I guarantee you, when they come out of it, they're going to appreciate it.
It also depends on that person's stance too, because Mike was very. I'm going to distance myself from you if I don't like what you have to say too.
Yeah,
because some people just don't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if they already have the experience or the advantage in disappearing anyway, so like you can talk to them on the phone, they don't have to answer the call.
Yeah,
you're living out here and you're like, I say, all right, Mike, where you at? And you can literally tell me, fuck off, because I don't want you to come find me. That kind of thing. Like
you got to pull your David Goggins and just show up.
I mean, if you know where they're at,
yeah.
like if you don't know where the fuck they're at, like they can literally say it. Fuck off, keep your distance. I don't want any I don't want to hear what you're saying.
But you know what? But like a lot of times that stuff also has to be, that person has to be someone that you cultivated a relationship with where you're close. Like you can't just be like, we talk to each other on occasion or in passing, and then you can't. Yeah. That's not a role. That's not a role you can fill. It has to be someone you bonded with to a point where you guys either seen some shit or been through some shit together, where you guys are close.
And I told you guys many times, when this Popeyes opens up around the corner from my house, if you notice something, say something.
Anyway, moving on. Sharing your personal stories of triumph over mental health challenges in the Black community. How do we combat that?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
I said sharing your personal stories of triumph over the mental health challenges in the Black community. Do we big each other up enough?
No, I don't think so.
Because a lot we're all successful, right? So do people in your communities take that success as good for him, or do you feel like a lot of it's?
See, I think when it comes to us four, I think us being successful is kind of like a norm. So it's not like we say, okay, we see what you're doing, but it's like we don't necessarily see it as a big thing because it's almost like a norm because we've kind of cultivated our life to be in this spot.
Yeah, well, that's and I don't feel like I ever have that where people are like the big up, but it's actually hate. You know what I mean? Like, trying to be like you, that type of shit. Like, I don't feel that, but I see that with other people. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a lot through our community, which is nuts. Like, we want all this shit to be one community, but then we're gonna snicker behind somebody else's back. You know what I mean? Like, I go to what's that fool's name? Jesse Jackson. When Barack was running for president, I'm like, nigga, like, what are you doing? Like, shut up. Like, this ain't the time to do that. Like, and it's just
voted for me.
Like, I just don't understand it. But
you can always have haters. But I think with the whole, like, I do think it would, like, we could, big each other up more, than what we do. But I think at the core, I think, especially when it comes to like us four, I think we have an understanding that we all see each other as accomplished, and we are probably all proud of each other for what we've done.
Oh, absolutely.
What we continue to do. I mean, I just think it goes towards like, the whole thing of like being a man. A lot of times things go unsaid. Or we say them in other ways. I think that is part of the culture. And I mean, so I do think we could benefit from just saying them instead of just,
It's funny you say that because I was listening to a show and they talked about that kind of. It was like in our culture, we tend to go to the negative before we go to the positive with something first. Instead of you, like you said, instead of you saying, "Hey, good for you," we're like, "Oh man, yeah, you should have did this," or you just always to the negative instead of the positive first.
Who you think you are? Like that shit. Like that shit is.
You ain't nobody.
Yeah, or you think you're better than me, or you think you're doing something.
Yeah.
Something over here, that little this and that shit. Like,
no, I'm just trying to live, dog. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
No. So they were talking about that same thing, and we do that. We tend to do that in our culture. I don't.
And I wonder if it's like I think family upbringing. I don't know.
I think it's the subconscious thing that we learn as we growing up, because as you get older and as you realize how many people are just fake. Like, I think we just subconsciously don't want to place, like celebratory words on people that may not be around or may just be around, for that. Because some people just use people to feel better about themselves. Like, it's a battle we go through. My bad. Go ahead.
I think like what I've always had this conversation with Mo when we work is like, you pay attention is doing music and stuff like that. I paid attention to real closely is what tends to happen is the reflection of what they realize they didn't accomplish when they see what you have accomplished. So like when you're trying to be successful in something and then you reach a level of success and their way of the realization that they didn't achieve what they were trying to, it doesn't even have to be in the same category or field, but the fact that you did something and you accomplished it makes them realize, oh shit, I didn't accomplish what I could have done, and we come from the same place. So if he had no excuse to accomplish what he did, what's my excuse for not accomplishing what I could have? Like, so like we're a constant reminder to people a lot of times. Oh, you got here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I didn't get here. So me telling you congratulations is nah, then that means I have to admit to my failures. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, then I have to come with living with the realization that I never actually accomplished what I could have accomplished. But me saying congratulations to that person, it's just me actually bringing it to the forefront of saying, oh, I didn't get here. Like, that's all they're telling themselves. I didn't achieve what I could have. Like, and it's like, they're separate.
Do you think that?
Go ahead. I was like, I just think like you have to come from a selfless position to do that, and a lot of people are not capable of that. They can't look at a situation without applying it to themselves or putting themselves in the situation, and that's why a lot of people can't big up people that they know because they're like, oh well, we from the same block, we from the same school. I had all the chances he had, but look what he did, and look where I'm at. Like that human ability to always compare and to always be compared to is something that people don't know how to cast away and put aside and just appreciate your friend for winning or your associate for winning. I think that that's just something that we, especially as a Black culture, I think we suffer. We suffer from that heavily.
Yeah, I agree. That's because I'm in that vein of I'm actually genuinely happy for people when I see it, and it's like, do you think that comes from like there's a point where people are genuinely happy for someone, but then they've had the pushback from those people who were in the successful position, where it's like, someone's like, "Oh yeah, I'm proud of you" or something, and like you got to be proud of me or nothing. Like saying like and look down on them, like that could come from that too, because I've seen that too. Like where it's like, damn man, like I was trying to like be happy for you, and then you turn around and shit on me like that. Like that's
and I think when I see it, it's like I think like that person feels like, oh, you're supposed to be envious of me. Well, how the fuck you supposed to be proud of me? You're supposed to be envious that I made it this far, nigga. Like, you're not supposed to be proud of me. You're supposed to be envious and be like, man, I wish I could be him. How the fuck you just gonna be proud of me? Like, you're like, really? Like,
I mean, and that's if that's your mentality, you're doing it for the wrong. You're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah,
you're doing it for the wrong reason. And it's crazy. Like the resentment thing, Kevin. Like that, I think that goes both ways. I think some people's only drive is because they have self-resentment. Like they got to be better. They, you know what I'm saying? And then the whole point of I got to make sure they know that of the work I'm putting in or the level of success I reach, and they can't fathom someone just being happy for them because they haven't experienced that in their life, in their childhood. Just someone to just be just happy for me because I'm doing good. What? That don't exist. Like, yeah, that actually, you have people out here that can separate themselves from the situation and just be happy that you're happy in your situation.
Hell yeah.
And like we touched on a couple of pods ago, like when the woman that hits the gym and betters herself after the fact of a failed relationship or marriage, and like, so you were willing to do that shit
now
after the fact. Now your driving force is to stick it to somebody, and as opposed to just doing it for yourself for self-love.
But you know those women, the second she get in another relationship, that's gonna stop.
Yeah, that's not the right drive.
It's gonna stop because it ain't for her. It ain't for her. So that's just gonna stop, and that go both ways.
You gotta do it for yourself. You can't do it for someone else, and you can't do it with the driving force of proving the wrong. Like just learn that the instant gratification goes away in an instant. So like as soon as you hit that, look what I got now, you're gonna start feeling hatred and anger because you're like, I got here and now you're not. What did you accomplish? You got what you wanted, right? Like now you're in a better position than them. Than what? So what's next?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of just counting blessings, just count your blessings.
People don't do it. They don't count them at all.
Yeah, it's wild. Like watching people like working and making good ass money, and you're like, what the fuck are you complaining about? Like, I get the regular complaints, but like, dog, like, your life is good, and you're over here like.
I mean, even like me and Mo have talked about like the conversations that he's had with people, and I've had with people when they see you, like us doing this podcast. If we do this podcast and we actually get certain milestones as we're going, people around us won't acknowledge the podcast. They won't. But then suddenly when something happens, they go, oh, yeah, I see you guys are doing this over there. And you're like, but you haven't shared, you haven't liked, you haven't reacted, you haven't said anything. But it's like they see it. They just don't want to acknowledge it exists because for them, it would mean that they didn't do something.
It's your own family.
Yeah.
And I've told people, it's like, man, like, I don't care if you watch it or even if you just listen to it. Like, you ain't even got to watch or listen. Just let that shit play in the background. It counts. You ain't got to you can hit play and put the motherfucker on mute. It counts.
They'll share a random meme of some shit or music from someone they don't know or whatever they don't know. But when it's someone they know, it's like, can't do it.
But I was telling my wife, I'm gonna start being petty because the next time I see somebody, hey man, can my child doing this? Can you support? Did you share my podcast?
Yeah.
But it comes from a place of the acknowledgement of their failures and acknowledging your successes.
Yeah,
I can't. I can't trip on it. It's too much. It'd be too much to fucking do.
Yeah, I don't trip on it. I mean, I used to, especially like I say, actively doing music. Like when you come across niggas that you're better in the same field, boy, you start to feel the resentment because people start to feel like.
And I never understood
you think
that.
You better than me?
Weird. Like even like now when I'm like not doing comedy, like I see friends of mine like excelling, and I'm always hell yeah, I want to keep going. And like you can see some of them like kind of get a different attitude where it's like, all right, nigga, I'm not tripping. That's cool. Do you keep excelling? I'm gonna just leave you be and watch you from afar. Like it gets crazy. But
I will say this, Kevin. A lot of the comedians that the media try to push, a lot of these motherfuckers are not funny. And I don't.
yeah, but that's comedy is pretty big business right now.
Because they are not funny. Especially motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have a Netflix special? This is terrible.
He got 100,000 followers. Probably more than 100,000 followers. That's hate. I shouldn't have said that.
Hey, at least you noticed it.
I was just interesting because, like I said, that you get a crash course real fast when you try to do something, especially in media, or and you do something and someone reacts and you're like, "So you did see what I'm doing?" Yeah. It's like, so you can't say, I don't know, share, like, comment, and then you'll see them share some of the most random shit, and you're like, "But that won't get you anything." Exactly. They'll do it for a stranger. They won't do it for you.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I found that shit out from fucking.
I will say this: we have been
empty ass rooms.
I have been lucky enough, like, because I've had friends that have reached out to me because they know my wife do like shirts and stuff like that, and so I've actually had a lot of people from work and like from high school reach out and actually have my wife do stuff for them. So it's not. I'm not gonna say everyone don't support. But you do, but I do notice like the people who like they like you can see I see they viewed it but like they won't talk about it or they won't like, but I know you see it, you know what I'm saying? But then you'll come around and ask me, you'll ask me to support something. I'm like, nah. I know, and I know that's petty, but it's like
I'm Petty Murphy. I don't give a fuck. I've unfriended a bunch of our coworkers, and I want them to know why. Because I see the shady, shiesty shit y'all be doing.
Well, don't do that to me because I'll be looking and then I'm like, I'm going to get
No, I'm talking about some of the motherfuckers that we work with that be like, they act like they're positive people and they really aren't.
Oh, yeah, that's some wild shit. you miss
like, I thought you was positive, bro. Like, and they were like, yeah, I'm super this and upbeat and all this. And you like, nigga, they ain't positive. Yeah, okay.
The fake positives.
But I've unfriended a lot of you niggas. And I know you know it. And it was personal.
Oh, is that why I don't see your post anymore?
Hey, guys, thanks for listening.
We blocked you.
He said I blocked you.
we had to block you because for some reason short people can't come across my timeline. I don't know what's going on.
I get what you. Yep. Little fingers and shit.
Can't open up Instagram in my house no more because of this nigga.
That ain't my fault.
You say it to me?
Directly your fault.
Whatever.
It's a Little Person Appreciation Month. That's all it is.
Is it for real? Because I wouldn't be surprised.
Nah, I was just saying if there's a question in the house. So it's Little People Appreciation Month. I'm just doing my part.
Mm-hmm. I'm share liking and whatever you call it.
Masturbating?
No, I'm talking about I'm giving credit where credit due. I'm trying to like you said, share liking whatever.
Yeah,
Share liking that. I got it.
and we're back here.
You send comments to him like, thanks for that.
We always get back here somehow, some way.
You're right.
Appreciate the content.
Mm-hmm. I'm just doing my part, trying to help other people. That's all.
Right.
Hey, I feel like the porn industry, are they struggling?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how people.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
You would know.
I'll be on TikTok and you go through lives, and sometimes there's just your favorite porn star on there, and I'm like, is it to that? You got to be on live?
OnlyFans, man.
I saw porn stars on OnlyFans and on Feet Find, I said, are they struggling?
Give me the likes. Send me the heart. Tap the screen.
You know, it's a little bit of struggling, but they realize that they can take out the middleman too.
Thanks for the glizzy.
You know, because your content is your content. If you can sell your content for the X and this, and then keep the middleman out,
shit,
why
TikTok,
not?
TikTok is the middleman. What you talking about? That shit ain't free.
No, I'm talking about like you see them on OnlyFans when that they do other things. That's just them making their money.
I don't see them on OnlyFans.
They all gonna go down for tax evasion because they don't know how to do that shit.
But the industry is hurting a little bit, and that's just mainly because of tech. But
okay, I was just curious.
AI generated porn.
No, it's just it's so everywhere now.
It's coming.
Oh,
Eesh.
Hey,
on that note,
I was gonna say, hey, if that's the case, and then with virtual getting better too.
Right, yeah, we out of here.
With that being said, this has been episode 113 of the Heavyweight Podcast. Again, one more time, I am Stutter McFly with these three guys.
East Bay God, Kevin Wendell.
I like how you picked a magazine that's discontinued. It's your boy Malik.
Hey, in this defense, Penthouse is discontinued too.
I don't understand the correlation.
And they call me Hunter.
Like, share, subscribe, and actually support your friends and family that you claim to love.
And if
I ain't buying no gross out cookies. Nobody I know.
And if you're fake as fuck, you will get unfriended by me.
Hey, it's all up for me though.
I'm with the smoke.
So you don't have to like and subscribe.
I thought you were the fuckery.
Just listen.
I am with the fuckery.
Push play.
It's all love though.
Push download.
If you're really about love, it's all about love. But if you're faking it, you don't make sense.
5-finger discounts.
I ain't gonna swing on nobody. I'm just there's no reason for you to be present. That's all.
I meant like Martin. Like,
oh, I got a big ass hand. If you can see, I would slap the soul out of you.
He says, slap the soul out of you.
Man, we appreciate y'all. Until next week.
All right, peace.
Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.